What am I doing? You don't care about dumb quark mice or women who idolise forget-me-nots, the dumb fairy plants. Well, I was thinking about lunch. I know, but what was I plotting while I was gazing at the garden? I'll tell you what I was thinking actually. What was that? Oh, it was that. I was just looking at the bugs, to be honest. You love this, don't you? And first of all, I thought, are they flying ants? But they're not. They're small little crawling flies. So I was just watching those for a bit and expecting flying ants to come next. And then I had this little fennel bug on my knee. Well, I decided that's what it's called because it looked like a bit of fennel. And then it opened up its wings and then it just crawled off. But he was pretty cute as well. I've not seen him before. There was a weird moth crawler on the strawberries yesterday that curled up a leaf, so I managed to catch that just in time, a green thing in it. So I picked that off and threw it on the roof. I'm going to have to keep a watch on the other strawberries. Something's got at the apple plant, so I had a hack at that. I probably need to take off that other branch as well. I may yet save it, but I pulled a peg out of it the other day and it had all that white, what's it called? Cotton mould on it. I don't really know how to deal with that, to be honest. I'll just wait for the plant to die, probably. Then I was watching the bee on the green arcanet, thinking, well, they do actually quite feed on that quite still. And again, I was thinking about medicinal plants and how they must use them in a similar way. They must choose them, well, for different reasons. Because, I don't know, they have to make their stings out of something for one, don't they? So I've not pulled that plant back yet. I've left it. I need to skim through that a bit more for that corner, but I'm just snipping. I'm just picking away at things like a narky little a narky little girl, just picking away. I had a pick at the arch, at the rose arch, and wound some of it round a bit more. And then I snipped a few bits off over there and thought, you know what, they may still grow because that grew from just the snipping. And I was thinking yesterday about companion planting again and how I wonder if it's plants with a similar sort of leaves like each other, because parsnips and strawberries sort of, I know this sounds weird, but the parsnips over there and the strawberries seem to do reasonably well being close together. And what else was I thinking? I was thinking a similar thing with another plant the other day. I forgot what one though. Yesterday, I mean. I was thinking about moving those sweet williams down into this corner. So the apple tree might have a bit more of a chance, and dragging that bit of old common, what's it called, weasel grass, forget me not, out and sticking it somewhere else. That's why you hate me so much, because I insist on replanting it somewhere else. You have to do it though, otherwise the plants get cross and then they start keeling over. And then the dog came and decided to help with the treat them like little cabbages thing, and came and sat on these pak choy that I just gently eased out and watered nicely down the grooves. She came and sat right in the middle of it. I was thinking about getting another seed and poking the seeds in the holes, which is what you do with what's it called? Like regular, not interval setting or whatever it's called. When what's it called? You know what I mean? When you just keep planting things in, so you've always got a continuous crop. I could possibly do that. I'd have to get another pack joy though. Put something else in, and then I moved the onions over there. Partly because I found another carrot over there in the chives, and I thought, well, okay, maybe that's a message. But also, I've just realised these onions are now being spaced out, aren't they? So they were just those 4 mouldy onions that I'd found in the cupboard and stuck in the ground. I told you that I just thought might flower, but I'm now thinking about moving another one to a point over there. I don't know if I'll do it right now though. what's under that blue, the radar station, peas. I put some peas under there, pea seeds, the other day just to get rid of some more, and then put a plant pot over the top and that over the top to stop you know what, the quark mice getting them hopefully. But also I was just using, when I was watering, I've just stuck some more carrots in, a few, the last of the seeds, in another space. You can just water onto that and it bounces off and works like a bit like a sprinkler. And I've pulled that space down a bit, so I've taken some of those dandelions out again. There's some seeds down, so some more like I can do rotation of those as well. But what I'm going to put in there is what I'm thinking is, I suppose, eventually putting the whole lot out and having a circle of peas maybe in the middle. And do they like going with like gourds and butternut squash and things like that? Or melons, put a melon in the middle. We'll see. I'll see what comes up. I put some melon seeds in today and some orange seeds that I've just come out of melons and oranges. And what was I doing in the washing? Well, I was washing my pyjamas again, rinsing them through. And then I thought, in one of my weird concoctions, that it might just sort of slightly dose the air with whatever's in it as well. Something fresh. I have got a pea come up down the alley. You want to see? Somebody will come and pick over that, but do you know what? We'll call them little grots if they do, won't we? I noticed it after I spoke to you earlier on. Look. A pea shoot. That's 2. I don't know how many I shoved in there. A tissue. I think peas and roses like to be together. Why did I put the roses there? Well, because they like to feel like they're loved, don't they? They like to be in a spectacular position. And peas are the same, but in a secret place. So that's why the strawberries and roses are together over there, because they both feel special then, don't they? And they've got a sort of similar leaf. I don't know, this is just how we're doing it. Treat them all like little kings. Well, I think they're, or little, what's the little cabbages? Brussels sprouts. I don't really know, to be honest. I just remember it being a thing. Treat them all like Brussels sprouts. I don't actually mind Brussels sprouts. Put bacon and what, butter on them. And look, there's the golden orth. I'll tell you what I just had just now. So this is this chippering sound I didn't know the sound of, and I thought it was some little bird singing, and then the blackbird came and sat on the fence, and there was a juvie. I presume it's a juvie female following it around, chippering away. So I don't know if she was just after him or if it was one of his, but it was quite fun. Him being sharked about. I mean, he just came to show off. Probably he's being chased by this woman. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. Maybe they were looking for more worms for my compost bin, but I have not given many today. There were so many worms when I turned that over yesterday. God, that was like, you know, them, they call them king rats, don't they, when the rats all tangle together. It was like those, but with worms. I had to throw some of them out. There was too many. I'm not showing off, no. I'm just telling you. I could sell those. What? Who to? Worm collectors. Wuhan, the Wuhan worm bin. It's in Norwich. To people who want to start a worm bin. Oh, do you know what? I've got to start selling worms. I'll have Petal knocking on my door, probably. Look, there's one of those crawling jacks. That's a barley spider crawling up the purple thing, I think. They're cute. They just run really quick. They don't really do much else, but crawl all over the earth. You want to see Window Wendy? I haven't looked at her properly. I don't know if she's there, actually. Should we go and have a check? I've not seen Agatha last night, but I presume she's not died and she's just tucked in somewhere. No, Wendy the window spider's gone. I think, maybe not. Yeah, it's gone. It looked like a false widow from the inside, but I didn't come and give it a proper check over. It might have been a cupboard spider. They're a bit different, but it wasn't in a cupboard. That's why I called it Wendy the window spider. Wendy window. I don't know where she's gone now. She's probably called in that brick, in that air brick hole. Oh, Christ. I liked her in the window. I knew where she was. Maybe she's blown away on the wind somewhere else, or gone in that bird box. Remember that way you used to drive around in cars and you get a spider on the window on the outside and you just watch it all the way on the journey. It's a bit like that, but different. I wish my mouse would wake up. I see it's okay. So pretty much I should drag those courgettes out into the sun for a bit. What do you think? They like to be in the shade. I think they want to be in the sun as well though, for 5 minutes. I should probably check these peas as well actually, that I tucked under at the same... Oh, actually these ones were later. I caged them right in after the last lot. It's too dark. Oh well. I've made them a mushroom house, look. So they'll feel like the fairies under there. What's the tea bag on there for? Well, I don't know. I put it off a spider the other day in case you want to just sit on it. Let's drag these out for a bit. You love disaster stories, what, like my apple tree cooling to death? Do you know what I was thinking about that? Because I wished that to die for so long, didn't I? Because I bought that for my other ex for Valentine's Day before, and then he didn't want it or take it, and it's like I was stuck with it in that transitional state post, breakup, the modern breakup. I was left with a russet. I thought, afterwards, you silly bitch, what do you want an apple tree to die for? And then it fruited last year, and now it wants to die. It's like, easy come, easy go. But, I don't know. This bit looks okay at the moment. That bit looks a bit cankered, but it may pull that bit off. That's got the old moth weevil to it as well. I can tell just by looking. Catch it early. Look, it'll all be going. It's on the flower one as well. I'll not get an apple off this year. It's got this. What is it? Orange spider moth. It's a bit of old pipe cleaner. Leave some of them. It might recover. Take that one off. Snip it. Stop picking at it. The poor thing. Well, the other flowers all had little bug bitties on them. They weren't going to make apples, I could tell just by looking. So I cracked them off. a brutal attack on it, to be honest. So there, that's it. My lemon porridge was nice actually. What did I have in it? Well, just lemon, which I cooked water, a whole lemon, and then just put some porridge in it. And actually a bit of cocoa powder, a teaspoon of cocoa powder, and that's right, parsnip leaves. I chopped up the parsnip leaves from yesterday, which I'd used the sticks in the sausage casserole I had for tea. Dolly, can you shut up? Get in here. The dog in the dream wasn't Dolly, but it was a small white rangy puppy. It was the most mouldiest thing I'd ever seen in my life. It was covered in it had mange and all these blue boils, and it looked like I don't know what it looked like. I don't know if he's trying to sell it to me or just give it to me. And I was kind of in that torn state of thinking, do you know what? I could look after it. I should take it because it needs to be looked after. At the same time thinking, do you know what? I can't do anything with that dog. Especially where it was in the dream, which was in the guest house on a mission with Matt Bevan. I think it was Matt Bevan anyway. There's different people in the dream, but... And then my other ex, the one who I bought the apple tree for, he was in it. He was in it a few times actually. But when I did have Dolly actually afterwards at one point, because maybe I'd taken the puppy, and then he turned up with Juno and Lady, that were our old dogs, and they started leaping around. And the new dog, and they said, this is the new dog. He's really good. And then later on, they were in the bar, but just mashed out their face, but laughing at everything. They were having a fun time. So that was pretty funny. Pretty funny for me. Pretty funny for me to have that crazy dream. Move that other onion now, so it's in a sort of, position, and then split them up later on. When I was looking at them, they've started to split into 2 onions. But I can have a poke at that later, can't I? Don't do it now. How much do I know about gardening? Nothing, Bevan. I'm just playing. I'm playing around. You're not supposed to pull things around all the time. Well, you can if you want. I want to. So, you're supposed to do it at certain times of the year. Well, I do it at the time of year I feel like doing it, to be honest. I might pull that out in a bit. Do it now. Just do it. Do it with my own hands. Get rid of this old crawling Peter or whatever it's called. I don't know. I just think to give the strawberry a chance, I need to drag that thing out, don't I? The strawberry won't do anything in there. Take that out and leave the Sweet William. Oh God, now you're confusing me. And get rid of that damn blue penny thing. Where else am I going to put that? I'm going to put it down there. It's starting to look untidy here. In front of the compost bin and the fairies. There we go. Look, that old fridge thing looks like a little bridge. Can you see? That old salad drawer. Where was it? Here. I should probably take it out and put it back in the fridge. Well, I don't know. I don't think I will. It's a fairy house. It's got more important things to do than be in the fridge. I am a witch. I can't just go pulling plants up. Oh God, I've squashed this thing as well. He's still going on about me brutalising his thing. Oh, snaps hit. Damn it, and blow. I never know what you are now. Put it back in the ground. Where though? Next to the peas? Just forget about it. I might try hard if it's tucked in there. Christ, I don't know what to do with it now. I hate the responsibility. Just stick it in maybe. There's a hole already. Right. That's it really. So I was just watching the bugs, looking at flying, little tiny fly things, that not quite flying ants. Hey, there's another calling jack spider. I like watching them, they're just fun, aren't they? Crawling over there. You can't see it, but just little crawlers. Hey, look at that cloud. Right, I'm going to finish that, washing that outside blanket, the camping blanket. It's been in the back of the car since the last time we went camping, rolled up in a wet tent, and hang it out since it won't rot because it's synthetic. Might be useful for something. And gives me something to do. And think about what to do next. What to brutalise next in my garden. I was thinking of the other thing as well about... don't say it. Don't say it. Right.